Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to What's the Damage, the segment on this channel where I can unleash all of my sadness and anger and hatred and sorrow, all of the negative emotions that come from being a human being, and all of that which entails that which cannot help us exist on the realm of things and stuff and whatnot. This is my first WTD question mark of 2024 and I'm going to hit the ground. Ow, that hurt. I'm going to hit the ground running, just go into the war, guns blazing and fire painting and the... Okay guys, so here's the thing. You might have noticed that was a very weird intro. It's because this video is unscripted. It is a concept vlog, which is a term that I coined for my channel, which is a vlog where I just think of a topic and turn the camera on and talk to you guys about it, Very minimal, if any, editing at all. No photos or videos or text or anything, unless I feel the need to. This is very similar to Ryan Higa's off the pill videos, because he said that he used to take pills for his ADHD, but then he would not take it for a video and just let his mind wander, freestyle, That's kind of what this is, but I'm gonna share something with you guys that I've noticed that I've had over recent years that I still don't really know exactly how to explain, but I'm pretty sure it ties into my anxiety to some degree, which is the title of today's video, Deviated Focus, which was supposed to be a play on deviated septum, where the person can't breathe through their nose or has difficulty breathing through their nose or something with the nose stuff, that nose dive. So, it's not that I have, an attention deficit disorder or short attention span or anything of the sort, it's just that I have a problem focusing on certain things. I'm like the opposite of a person with autism, because an autistic person usually, depending on the degree of it, of course, they can hyper focus on an activity, to the point of, doing it over and over and over again, almost obsessively, to the point that they might actually become the world's greatest, like Lionel Messi, who I think has a certain degree of it, so he focuses on soccer, religiously. But like with me, sometimes I'm the opposite. When I'm doing something, I can really focus on it, but sometimes I will think about the next thing. Like when I have a list of tasks to do, whether it's work related or chore related or, academic or YouTube art, whatever, or even downtime watching movies or playing games. Whenever I do something, I try to plan out what I'm going to do afterwards, and then after that, and ultimately the last thing that I'm going to do for that day, and I don't know if this happens to any of you guys, but sometimes when I'm doing something, I am already thinking about the next thing after that. And then when I get to that thing, I'm already thinking about the other thing after that. And then when I get to that thing, I'm thinking about the next thing afterwards, So it's like I'm constantly thinking about the last thing, but when I'm doing the next thing, I'm feeling guilty for not having focused on the previous thing because I was thinking about the next thing, So it makes me feel anxious and I get really, tachytard, and I feel like my brain is melting, because then I'm like, man, I should have focused on this thing. Like, I'm gonna watch this movie today. After that, I'm going to watch that movie. And then later, this movie, I'm still on vacation, okay? So that's what I've been doing lately, but when I watch the first movie, I'm like, oh man, what about the second movie? It's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be great. I can't wait to see it after this one. But then when I finish the first one, I'm like, damn it, I should have focused more on the first one. Okay, but now I'm gonna watch the second one. But after this, I'm gonna wanna watch another one at night, or maybe I won't, maybe I will. Like, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do later while doing the thing at that moment, then I can't focus on it because I'm thinking about the other thing, and then other things come into my head, and then it all just becomes it's crazy. Even this video is an example, man. I'm recording this video already thinking about the next one that I'm going to record, This is not healthy. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. This is a very involuntary habit of mine, that I don't like doing. It really pisses me off, because it takes away from the pleasure of focusing on a particular thing at a particular moment, And like, for example, I'll be watching a football game, but thinking about baseball for some reason. Like when I was watching a Miami Dolphins game some weeks ago, I was thinking about my spreadsheet, for my baseball gameplays, MLB The Show 23, and putting it together during halftime. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? I gotta focus on the game, Or I'll be watching a basketball game thinking about football, It's like, I don't know, man. And you're not supposed to, I do follow a lot of sports, but you're not supposed to mix them, it's not freaking Rocket League or Fortnite or something, I don't know, or Dude Perfect. It's crazy, man, you know, and I really hate this, you know, unless I get really into something at any given moment. I have this habit of like my mind wandering, you know, and I get anxious, I worry too much, I overthink certain things, you know. So I was telling this to a friend of mine some time ago, you know, where it's like, you know, like I'll be watching a movie, but because I can't focus on the movie and I'm thinking about other things, I have to constantly rewind and rewatch certain scenes to get what they were saying, you know. Like a 2-hour long movie might take me upwards of 3 hours to watch because of this, you know. Like lately I've been watching the John Langdon trilogy, you know, where it's the Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, and Inferno, you know. Those movies are complex, man, you know. I've been watching one per day, you know, and it's hard. I have to go back and rewatch certain scenes, and the anxiety, the deviated focus takes place because I watched the first movie wondering about the sequel. Then yesterday I watched the sequel wondering about the third one, the next sequel, which I'm gonna watch today. You know, what am I gonna think about while watching the third movie? Reading the books, you know? It's crazy, man, and I don't know what this is, you know. I don't know. It's like I have reverse autism. You know, I can't focus. My mind wanders too easily, you know. Maybe because when I was a kid, I did have ADHD. I was diagnosed with it. I took medication too, you know. I was hyperactive, you know, so I needed medicine to calm down. Maybe a bit of that still exists in my brain somewhere, you know, somewhere in the old medulla oblongata. The ADHD is still there, but it manifests itself differently, you know, like, or maybe it's a sign of high intelligence, you know, like I'm freaking, you know, Stephen Hawking or something, you know. Mr. Beast has a very similar mindset. He has already said, you know, that he makes a video, he puts together the production of a video, you know, records, you know, and has the people edit while thinking about the next one, you know. It is a similar line of thought, but it's really hard, man. I think my brain works in a similar capacity to Mr. Beast, you know, Jimmy, although I'm obviously not as intelligent as him, you know, and I'm definitely not as crazy on YouTube as he is, you know, maybe one day, but I think it's a very similar line of thought, you know. You're focusing on something, but you're so anxious and excited and curious for the next project that you just keep constantly putting your brain out there. You're doing something and then wanting to do the next thing after that something, you know. I don't know. Verdict is, I don't know if it's good or bad. I just know that it's very annoying, it's irritating, and I wish I could focus more on a singular point, you know. Hey, that's a Godzilla movie. Godzilla, singular point. Yeah, it's on Netflix, man. Anime style video. No, movie. Do you see what I mean? I have still yet to understand what this is, man. I just don't know at all. It's crazy, you know. I don't even know if it's good or bad. Maybe it's the sign of a healthy brain. I personally think it's the sign of a stressed brain, you know. Really, really stressful, man. It sucks. But anyway, I don't know, man. For YouTube, it works out very, very well. I enjoy the fact that I make a video already thinking of the next ones, you know. And while I was on vacation, I tried to, you know, get as far ahead of the curve as possible, you know. I get a bunch of videos done very quickly, right? So I personally think I did very well. You know, I think that I did a very good job, you know, putting as much stuff, because baseball is a new territory for me. I just got through recording my Babe Ruth video, which I hope came out okay. That was a very hard video to do, but I enjoyed the challenge, you know, because I'm doing baseball related gameplays, you know, so it's gonna be awesome. At this point, I think I already have 1 or 2 uploaded, you know, so it's good stuff. No, I think it's just 1. How could it be 2 already? No, but maybe there is 1 or 2, I don't know. My brain hurts, man. So many projects coming up in 2024 that I just, like, it's hard to focus on just one at a time. I want to do a bunch of things at once, you know? I want to get ahead, you know? I just want to, it's freaking crazy, man. I'm starting to sweat here. I'm like freaking Babe Ruth, the Sultan of Sweat. No, he was the Sultan of Swat. Why would he be the Sultan of Sweat? It doesn't make any sense, but still, it's crazy, man. It is crazy, you know, like I'll be playing a game, for example, already thinking about the next game that I'll be playing, you know, like maybe I'll be watching a TV show, you know, an episode, already thinking about the next episode of the next season, you know, that's how I am, you know, my mind wanders a lot, sometimes like related to things about what I'm watching. Recently, I watched this Star Plus docu-series called Man in the Arena about Tom Brady. As I was watching some of the episodes, I kept thinking about miscellaneous football games, you know, by the Dolphins or Patriots or other teams, you know, and sometimes I have to rewind to understand what's going on because my mind wanders while I'm sitting there watching it, you know. It's crazy, dude. Watching sports, I'll think about other games or other athletes, other sports, games, you know. It's really hard. Because like for example, I'll wake up early this morning to watch the Lakers game. Then after that, I'll have lunch while watching a few YouTube videos. Then later, I'll have some coffee in the evening and watch a movie, you know. And then like while I'm watching the Lakers game, I'm thinking about having lunch and watching YouTube videos. And when I'm doing that, I'm thinking about what movie I'm gonna watch at night, you know. And trying to decide. I'm very indecisive as well, you know. It's really hard to decide on something to watch. Sometimes it's complicated, you know. It's crazy, man. I don't know. I do have anxiety and I get stressed out very easily. I'm impatient, so I don't think it's a very healthy combination for a young man to have, you know. It's as far as I know, I might be a freaking ticking time bomb. I might be a walking time bomb, you know, just waiting for things to go badly. Wow, it's past 2 p.m. already, man. I've been recording for almost 12 minutes. I don't know if there's anything else I can say, you know. But let me know in the comments, man, if you guys feel the same way, if you have anything similar in your brain, you know, if you're like me, so I don't feel so alone and lonely on top of this mountaintop of, well, loneliness, right? You know, deviated loneliness. Jeez. And stay tuned to the community tab where I'm putting stuff up there for you guys, you know, quizzes and polls and stuff, you know, baseball related, not baseball related stuff and whatnot. It's all good, guys. It's all good. Drop a comment or two. Talk to me. You know, I crave your attention out the wazoo. Anyway, if you happen to like this video for some reason, please go ahead and give it a like and also subscribe to my channel because I release videos every single day. And while you're at it, well, hit the notification bell too so I can know exactly what time I upload. And it's all good. It's all good. This chair is really comfortable when I sit back on it. It's nice. So this is Chazzy signing out for now. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the deviated outro screen.